Hi everybody, hello and welcome. We're still dealing with the Tim Holtz Folio-ish journal. And last time you may remember we built this piece, the flippy floppy. I haven't connected it to the envelope yet, the pocket yet, but obviously that's where it's going to go, so you can see how it comes together. Let's put the pocket to one side. This folds down like that and this folds in. Now, I'm not altogether delighted with this piece here. It's stepping out into my hinge space. When you align it, it does align, but when you put that piece over, it pushes this piece too far to the left. So I'm going to just trim mine down, is what I'm going to do. And if you've got the same problem, then I would say do the same thing. I'm just going to take my ruler and I'm going to draw a 1/4 inch line. So I obviously can't get that in my trimmer. So I'm just going to draw a 1/4 inch line there, and I'm going to try and cut it straight. I think it'd be better than forever being annoyed that it just doesn't fit perfectly, doesn't fit the way I want it to. So before I start putting pockets or what have you on anything, oh, this is double thickness, so it's a bit, right down to there, and then just snip this bit off. There. So you can see I've just taken this bit off down here. So let's give that a try. See what happens. That is so much better. That's all well within that hinge there. Now, because I've taken that off, I'm obviously going to have to ink it. I'm going to have to re-stick this pocket, but a small price to pay. I'm much happier with the finished outcome. So let's stick the pocket down first. Just going to make a mark where it comes to there, so I can just glue down here. Come on, glue. Oh, don't know why it's... That's the first time that's ever done that. Probably because I left it overnight. Let's stick a pin in the nose. See if that helps its health and temper. Yeah, there we go. Just up to that mark we made. Stick that down. Press it down firmly like that. And I just don't want that glue there. So there we go, that's that. Right, so I'm just going to ink down our new edge. But I am much happier with it. I'm glad I did it. Because it's awful if you've got something you're just not happy with. So today it's just a question of putting the pockets on and that sort of thing onto this whole piece. So where do we begin? Well, let me have a look at the one I've already done. Whoa, it's long when it's all stretched out. Let's have that there. Right, so I've got this pocket here, and down here I've got a little acetate one. Now, I have got these pieces because, full disclosure, when I did this piece first off, I mucked it up. So I've got quite a lot of remnants that are sort of the same as this, same width. I think that's probably going to be okay. Need to check it straight because it doesn't feel that straight to me. Which is the bit that doesn't feel straight? I don't know, not sure. So this is going to fit down in here like that, and it's just within the spines that we've put in, so it's not, you know, it's not impeding or impinging, should I say, on any of them. Right, and then I want to just make this a corner, so maybe from about there to about there, something like that. So let's just trim that off. So just get those marks on your board, on your chopping tool trimmer. There we are. That's the triangle, isn't much use for anything. So we've got this nice triangular shaped pocket, and I want it to be an acetate one, not for any reason particularly, just I like acetate pockets. So that's going to go there. Let's move that slightly out of the way. And then I need to get a mat out. Oops. And this is the right side, the side I'm going to use. So I'm just going to, on the wrong side, draw in 1/2 inch all the way around it on every edge. So 1/2 inch. Okay, no, just the bottom still to do. I can go straight to my knife now and cut out those, cut along those lines. And because we put them in, we know where to start and stop, where the corners are. So just go around the whole thing with your knife. Where's that line? There it is. And it is a little bit time consuming, this, to be honest, but it's so worth it. You just get a different look. I think, anyway. You don't have to put acetate in. So let's see which bits we need to just carefully nick out. A little bit there. Come on, you don't need to be that awkward. And that's it. Yep, lovely. So that's going to be our pocket. That, I think I'm just going to throw that out. So let's ink around that. So I'm just going to ink around the inside and make sure that, you know, if you are inking, make sure that you ink around the inside. Otherwise it really stands out when you've got the acetate in, that it's just not just not inked, and you'll see it forever and a day. So yeah, make sure you ink the centre. Centre of your hole. That's that, and then round the absolute edge. And there's no gusset or anything on this, just a straightforward pocket. Some of this I think may have been inked before in a previous life when it was before I realised I'd done it wrong. These things happen. They happen to me frequently. Right, so there we are. So I need a piece of acetate. I use the overhead projector film. It was cheap in a charity shop and it's great. You can also use the stuff they use for cake decorating. There's all sorts of clear films. You can use the stuff that you get your the packaging that you get from the supermarket as well. That works. So I'm just bringing that in just from the edges, and I'm going to get my micro liner and just draw sort of halfway like that, and down there, along there, and then that side should be the edge. Yeah, okay, that's great. So cut that out. There we go, let's pop that up there. So that's going to get stuck on there. Yeah, that looks fine. So I'm just going to take a thin bead of glue, not right next to the aperture, but close to, but just not right on it. There we go, and then stick this on like that. Then go around it and push your glue away from the window so that it doesn't squelch out underneath the acetate. There we are, perfect, perfect. Now the only thing I would say to you, and I say this all the time, I know, but when you come to put your stuff in, 10 to 1 on, it will catch on that inner bit of acetate. You wouldn't believe it, but it does. So I'm just going to take a bit of washi tape, put that along there like that. And this is Tim Holtz washi, but it does not have to be. It's just the washi I came across first in my basket. And another little bit along there. Excellent. I'm just going to peel this back a little bit because I don't want it to go right to the edge, because I have problems sticking Tim Holtz washi. It just never seems to want to stick. Where's my bone folder? Here it is. So just burnish that on like so, and then we're just going to trim. If you've got narrower washi, then your quid's in. I think I probably have somewhere, but this is what I'm using today. So just trim that off. Like that, there we go. So that's our lovely little pocket. It's just clear acetate, but I really like it. So pocket number uno is done. And that's going to go on there like that. So let's stick that on. So I'm not sticking that side or that side. I'm just sticking around here, around these three sides. sure it's central. I'm putting mine just a nudger up from the bottom. That's that. Right, let's stick that down. Excellent, one down. Several to go. So let's see what I did on the other one. Right, on this one, it's just a really plain, straightforward belly band. Horizontal belly band. So let's see. I've got this piece, that'll do. That'll do nicely. Do I want that side or that side? This side probably stands out a little bit more. So let's just make a mark where we want to cut it. So I'm just coming in from that spine, just a little bit, and about the same from the edge of the paper. So let's just trim that off. And how wide do I want it? About there, whatever that is, about 2 inches. 2.5. 2.5 inches it is. Let's just ink around that. Coming together. There we go, and I just want that halfway. So you know that I have not got a straight eye in my head. This you know by now. So I'm just going to measure it. That's 8.5. So 4 1/4 is the halfway mark, and on this, which is just a little light of 2.5, it's going to be 1 1/4, about there. So when I come to stick it on, if I line those marks up, I should be something like right. I don't know what to do with my ruler. Just want plenty glue on this actually, because it's not a very big area of glue to hold that on. Right, so where's my mark? There's my mark, and there's my mark. So they should be fine there. The tension. Just in a little bit from the edge. Yeah, that's fine. Happy with that. So let's give that a good press down. Lovely. Lovely. That's that. So that's those 2 pages done. So then when we move up here, well, we've already got a pocket here, so we don't need to do anything with this page. And this page has got a long vertical belly band. So let's fold that over, it makes it a bit easier. Right, so what am I going to use for that then? That's quite nice. Yeah, that's the one with the old codger on the back. So let's use the other side of the old codger. And I think the pattern looks like it's going that way. So I quite like that width as well. I think that width is good. So I'm going to leave that like that. And that's square, I think so. So I'm just going to cut that just a smidge in from the full length. Trim that off. Yeah, That's fine. That's going to look nice there, I think. So let's ink around that and get that stuck on. Mr. F's about his business today. He's doing yet more clearing, cleaning, whatever, and here I am making a flippy floppy. Seems fair, does it not? I think so. So that's going to go there. I think I can guess where that needs to go. I'm going to say I can tell where that needs to go. You watch, it'll be hideously wrong. So a fair bit of glue on there. And on there, right. So right there I would say. I think that's all right. I think that's pretty good. It's okay. Happy with it. So there we are. So we're making progress. So that's that page, that page. So that's all our insides done. Excellent. So let's just, let me turn over my prototype to see. Whoa! Don't fall off. Oh my goodness me. Phew, that was nearly a calamity. Nearly, but not quite. So on the back of this one, we've got a side pocket down here. Right, so let's find some papers for that. It's a bit too similar to where it's going actually, that one. Do like it, but it's quite similar. What have I got in the bottom? Got all sorts of things in here now. Elizabeth craft stuff and what have you. Oh, that might work. That might work. Is that long enough? Yes, let's do that then. So, this is on the back of the long belly band, okay? And it's going over to this side. I like that. That's nice. Good find. So I just want to trim that off at the right height, which is there. And then what we need to do is find the centre. So best, oh that's nice as well, that side, isn't it? Oh, I prefer that side. I'm going to use that side. So you fold it over so you can, and just pinch in each side the halfway mark. Then get your ink and just run it over there so as you have got a halfway mark made there. And we need to ink all of it actually as well. But before I do, let me get my punch out. This one. It's 1.5 inch punch, I think. Yeah. So I'm just going to hold those together. Make a mark where the centre is. So that's just over 4. So there. And I'm just going to nick out 2 little thumb holes. There we go. So that's going to go down there and it'll have the 2 thumb holes. Yes, that's working. That's great. That's a good find, this little remnant. It's always worth keeping all your remnants, especially on a project like this when you're going to be decorating as well and you need all your things for tags and so on and so forth. There we go. And I'm just going to fold that the other way and just put a line of ink along there, because that'll tell us where to glue it, because we're making this into two little side pockets there. One here, one here. So I need to glue around the three edges as usual, but also this central one, just to divide the pockets. There we go. Right, so let's get this stuck on. Lovely. That is lovely. I like that a lot. So just make sure that the centre bit's pressed down. There we go. So that's that. So, excuse me. See where I am. Is that right? Let's just have a look what's going on. Oh my goodness me. My goodness me. So that goes there like that. That comes down. That comes in. So these are the only ones, just this one and the back of that one, that I've still got to do. So, right. So this one needs pockets on, 2 pockets. And let's just budge that big heavyweight out of the way. And then just be careful when you're doing it, because they need to go the right way. You'll be seeing this way, so you want your pockets from here. So just make sure that you don't put them on the upside down. It'd be easy to do that, but don't succumb to the temptation. So they're going to go this way. Right, so let's see what we've got in the remnants. That's quite nice. Oh, that's the same page, but it's in a 6x6. That's a good idea to use 6x6s though. What else have I got? Ah, that might do. That might do okay. Put that there and then put the other one above it. I think that would be fine. Right, so let's just cut that down where it says memoranda, because that is, after all, what the paper pad's called. So I think we should have it. There we go. Right. So just let's open this out, make it easier to see what I'm doing, I think. So from the edge of there to the edge of it, nearly the edge, I need to cut that bit off. All work today, isn't it? Not much chit chat, all work. And this, I need it to be the same size, which is there. Okay, so let's just have a look. Quite like the idea of this one being more on show than that one because it's got more design on it. Just check that they are the same size. Yep, they are. Right, so that one's going to go there. That one's just going to slip in behind it to there. Yep, that's how that's going to look. And we're going to put thumb notches in it, but not very deep ones. That's about 4.5, so 2.25. So line them up together, your two pockets together. Where's my punch gone? Punch, punch, punch. Here it is. Just nick those out together and then you'll be sure they all match up. So not very deep ones, because the deeper that you make it, the more it's got to, that's got to tuck behind, because you don't want to, you know, you don't want it like that. So that's great. That can go there. So let's just pop a little bit of glue down here and down here. And just pop that on, make sure that you've got it really straight. Use your board if it helps. There we go, I think that's straight. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I think that's okay. Let's just try it for size. Yeah, lovely. Lovely, yeah. So now I can ink the whole thing. Ah, should have inked that before I stuck it down. Duh, that was a silly... Not concentrating today. I'm quiet today, aren't I? Yeah, I forgot to ink those. And then of course once you've stuck them down you can't really get in and ink the bit where the finger notch is and everything, so it's easier just to separate them and start again. Or so I find. There we go. So this goes on the front still. That goes there. Okay, let's stick those together again. I can kind of see where my original glue was. So making sure that we have this good and straight. Let's just check it. Yeah, happy with that. Lovely, yeah. So I'm just going to press that down to make sure that it is really fixed, and then I'm just going to put my glue around three sides as normal. There we go. so it goes quite near the bottom, and it's quite a tight fit, mine, for the sides, but we're okay. It's just in. Yeah, that's great. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Let's just give that a good burnish. There we are, that's another little pagelet done. So that's all of these four. Put that in, that's that one. Put that down, that's those two. So the only one that we've got to decorate is this one. And then we finished that entire section. So this one, what I have in mind is doing a great big acetate window. So I need a biggish piece of card. I'm not sure that I have one. Oh, one of those might do. Yes, if I don't want to gusset, they would do. But if I want to gusset, no. No, I haven't got anything in my remnants. Maybe I could get away with that one. No, not really. Let's get the pad out and see what we've got. They're all gorgeous, aren't they? Oh, that blue one's rather nice, different. That's beautiful. Oh, look, this is my favourite paper pad. I absolutely adore it. Oh, I like that one. But I love that one. But is that the one that's got the really lovely flowers on the back? Yeah. Oh well, it's got to be used sometime. Can't keep it forever. Whoops. Knock my glue contraption over. You can't keep these things forever, can you? You just can't. I made a darn good attempt at it. There we go. So, what do we want? Well, we want a piece. I want to use this side actually because it's gorgeous. That is, let's see. Well, that piece there measures 4.5. So I want it in just a touch from the edge. So let's say 4.25. But then I want to have some gussets on it. So 4.25 plus an inch, half-inch gusset each side is 5.25. So I need to cut this off at 5.25. Let's move my basket of remnants out the way. So 5.25. Where am I? Is that 5? I don't know why all of a sudden I can't read the scoreboard. That must be 5.25. Yeah. Sometimes you just get fleeting moments of what on earth am I doing? Now that is what you call a classy remnant. Whew. Whew, I'll say. Right, so that's 5.25, so we've got the width right. Now, well, let's measure it and see. It should be 8.5, but let's just check. It is indeed exactly 8.5. Now, I don't want a top fold over gusset thing. I just want it on the bottom. So I want my pocket to be 8 inches long plus a 1/2 inch for the bottom gusset. So that's 8.5. I want it to be 8.5. So I'll have to get this out again. 8.5. And trim it at that. Lovely. So that is going to be our big acetate pocket. Right, so now I need to score it. Right, so I've got my scoreboard out, I've got my piece of card that's going to be the, what's wrong with me today? Going to be the pocket, the acetate pocket, so I'm going to score my gussets in it, 1/2 inch, all round 3 sides, round the side, round the bottom, and up the other side. There we are. Nothing's happening to the top apart from it's going to get a thumb notch in it. Oh, look at that. I adore that. Scissors, scissors, scissors. I just want to... I can't believe I'm not using that side, but you know. So... there we go. So just fold those over. And I have said this a gazillion times before, but when you're doing your creases, start from the middle and then work your way out. And that way then you'll get nice creases all the way down. It won't try and resist you. If you do it from one end, by the time you get to the other, you're out of line. So start in the middle and fold out like that. So there's our would-be pocket. So let's punch the hole in the centre top. So that measures 4 1/4. So 2 1/8 will be my centre mark. So I'm just going to punch a little hole, little thumb notch. There we go. Right, so now I can ink around that. Let's ink as we go. It's so pretty that on its own, isn't it? I'm tempted just to put that in, to be honest. But I did say it's going to be an acetate pocket. But I am going to try it like this just before I cut the hole for the acetate. Because it's so, so gorgeous. I think I'm going to have to buy yet another memoranda pad. I don't know how many I've bought in my life. Judy's just gifted me one that I've got, you know, you'd think I'd have enough for one woman's lifetime. But, so, that could go there like that. No, I am going to make it an acetate one. So let's open that up again. So we've got our lines to follow where the ink is. So get your ruler, and you see where this gusset folds back in, you want the acetate not to come in that far, otherwise you'll see the gusset on the back. So we don't want that. And the gussets measure 1/2 inch. Yeah, so we want the acetate to come in more than 1/2 inch, so we don't see the gussets once they're flapped to the back. So, I don't know, maybe even 5/8, something like that would do. So that's the 1/2. So if I bring that to 5/8, there. So a bit of an easier way is it's 7/8 from the edge. So let's just draw those lines in. I know I'm drawing on the right side. I do know that. But that's the side I've got the ink on. So just, that's not right, is it? Where is that line? It's, oh, it's 1 inch and 1/8. Okay, so got to rub that line out. 1 inch and 1/8 from the very edge. Then when you get up to here, you want to leave enough for that thumb notch. So I'm just going to do it at 1 inch and 1/8 from the very edge again. So there we are, that will be our acetate window. Let's cut that out and you'll see what I'm going on about. Oh, need a cutting board. The glass just blunts my blade too much. So let's cut this out. Concentration levels are high. Last one. There we go. Oh my goodness, that was really concentrating. So now you can see that when we fold that hinge in, the gusset in, you can't see it when you look through. If that had been narrower, you would have seen the back side of that gusset, and it just looks a bit, you know, not nice. So let's get the eraser out. Oh, hello. And just get rid of those excess lines that we put in. I put in. I think that's it. Lovely. So now we can put the acetate in. So I've still got this piece left from before. So you just want it, same as before, just coming over the edge, but not up to the hinge. Where did I put my marker pen? Here we go. So just there, down here. And this is our last side for that particular flippy flappy, and I think we probably can stick it onto the back of the pocket. Wow, how exciting. So let's just check before I put the glue on. Yeah, that's great. So just glue around all the 4 sides, just not right up close to the window. The acetate on. Perfect. And just wipe that away from the window. Lovely. Perfect. So we've got that whole lovely acetate page. Now, what did I do with my, here it is. So just want to do the same again, put some of this down on top of the edge of that acetate. So we're not going to catch anything when we put it in the pocket. Burnish that down. There we go, and then we can get that stuck on. Oh, it looks lovely actually. Let's get rid of my little board. Sorry if this has been a long one today, but you know, so it's this side. So what I'm going to do is glue, just checking that fits. Yep, I'm just going to glue the bottom on first, as I like to do. You don't have to do this. Just glue your pocket on the way you're comfortable with. I just can't stand it when things get caught in the bottom of pockets. So that's going to go there, like that. Lovely. Yeah. So fold that open, give it a good burnish down, get your washi and put this over that bump that we've created. And there we go. Burnish, burnish, burnish. You don't want that coming up and catching things, that would be even worse. Right, so all we need to do now is to glue the sides. Yes, that's lovely. So, nice big gusseted window that also happens to be acetate. So just hold them in like that, fold it over and then let it flop down. And I'll tell you now what I forgot to do. I forgot to ink around the inside of my aperture. There's not much I can do about that now. That's unfortunate, but you know, sometimes it happens. Right, so there we go. We can put a big journaling tag in there. Lovely. That's really nice. Really nice. So where's our big pocket? Does that piece not need something on it? Everything there is done. That's that. But what about that one? Ah, this one, whichever one it was, I've just found. This one has just got a corner tuck on it. I thought it was finished, but I'm not. So we need a corner tuck for that. Now I must have. Ah, yeah, look at that. That's perfect for the job. It is just a little tuck, actually. So let's just make sure that's square. That's perhaps a little high. I'll take it off this side, although it's the most beautiful paper in the world. just make sure that side's square. Okay. So there we have a little corner tuck to go there. Just want to round off that top corner. Not sure if that's pencil line that I'm seeing there or just a line on the paper. No, it's pencil line. Whoops. It must be the inside of something, an acetate window or something I've cut out. Anyway, I want to, that's where it's going to go. So this outside line, edge, corner, I just want to snip that corner off. Then we'll ink around it. That's just a nice little corner tuck. Easy page. There we go, and that's just going to go there. Yeah. So just glue on the two sides in sort of L shape, like that. Work out where you're going to put it, make sure it's straight. Whoa, it was straight. Now I've moved it. There we go. I must say once again, I really like that tonic glue. It's good glue. There we go. That definitely is that now. That is all of our sides completely done. Perfect. Right, let's get this stuck to here. We'll feel like we're making progress then. So I'm going to use Collall for that because sometimes there's a bit of jiggery pokery going on. Okay, so just need to offer that up to there. Don't go beyond the hinge line, the score line. Go up to it but not over it. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. Just check that it's folding easily. Yeah. Just give that a good press down. Then give it a good press on the back. Make sure there's no sort of seepy glue or anything. And there we go. I think that's that done. So yeah, that's our first section for the right hand side completed. So when you come back to me, we'll do the piece for the left hand of the right hand side. The bit that goes here. It's nice, isn't it? I like that. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. It went all right, didn't it? We didn't have too many faux pas. And I shall see you very soon. Bye.